Dinosaur descendants in our time. What do we know about them? We live in a very interesting time in Earth's history. The planet is inhabited by millions of species of the most diverse animals, birds, and insects. We would certainly like to see a living dinosaur, as realized in the Jurassic Park movie series, and whether it would be the dangerous Tyrannosaurus rex or the huge but safe Argentinosaurus. But we can't see them in person yet, although modern cloning technology gives us hope that one day we will meet these unique specimens. Although even today there are many modern animals that are very similar to the Jurassic lizards. Take the giraffe, for example. What does it look like? How about a diplodocus? After all, like other similar herbivorous dinosaurs, it has a long neck like a giraffe and can safely reach the tops of trees and eat leaves. But the giraffe is not a descendant of the dinosaur. Or the armadillo is like a modern dinosaur. It has a shell, and its body shape resembles Ankylosaurus, but much smaller. But unfortunately, he is also not a distant relative of dinosaurs. And the rhinoceros, its habits resemble Triceratops, similar massive body and a huge horn on the forehead. And again, no kinship with dinosaurs. Rhinoceros has not. All of the above animals are mammals, and dinosaurs, as we know, came closer to reptiles. But there are many questions about the relationship of dinosaurs to reptiles, body structure, habits, and of course the way of life of prehistoric lizards. Today, the surviving reptiles can be counted on the fingers: turtles, lizards and snakes, crocodiles and New Zealand viper. Iria is the only modern representative of the ancient group of beaked whales, which lives on several small islands of New Zealand. The bottom line is obvious. Dinosaurs belong to the class of reptiles, and the above-mentioned reptiles are more related to the 3 or even 5 kin descendants of dinosaurs. The group of reptiles is diverse. For example, turtles appeared before dinosaurs, and even the fact that they lived in the neighborhood of tyrannosaurs and megalodons does not attribute them to relatives of prehistoric lizards. Rather, they were just neighbors, and belonged to a completely different branch of the genealogical tree. Crocodiles would seem to be direct descendants of dinosaurs, and again, not quite the right statement. Let us explain why. About 250 million years ago, a new group of reptiles was formed, archosaurs. It was from them that the other major groups began to originate, namely the group of pterosaurs, air reptiles, the group of dinosaurs, land reptiles, and our crocodiles, which belong to aquatic reptiles. From the structure of the skull and the arrangement of the bones, we can conclude that crocodiles are the closest relatives of one of the many groups somewhere back in evolution, but they merely share common roots. This species evolved in parallel with the dinosaurs. The reason crocodiles have survived to our time and dinosaurs have not is because they can change their body temperature and quickly adapt to drastically changing climates. Hunting instincts, changes in body temperature with certain movements. Hunting and eating prey indicate strong similarities between modern reptiles and prehistoric ones. Every day, more and more paleontological scientists are leaning toward the idea that many lizards had feathers. And they are not the only ones putting forward theories that even Tyrannosaurus rex and Diplodocus were feathered animals. But paleontology is a science based on many assumptions, and before proving anything, it is necessary to carefully study and structure of skeletons of ancient lizards and take into account absolutely everything: weather, food, habits, and habits of dinosaurs. There is another theory about the reptilian ancestors whose descendants live near us. This dinosaur amorph between them and naturalized dinosaurs was a real neighborhood for 30 million years. But gradually dinosauromorphs began to disappear, and dinosaurs became their complete masters. Only a few individual species of reptiles have survived to the present day, virtually unchanged. Also, the dinosaurs were divided by scientists into 2 detachments: pelvic lizards and pelvic birds. But the most important stage of evolution began in 2 species of prehistoric lizards. One is Archaeopteryx, and the other is Compsognathus. According to the careful and painstaking research of paleontologists, Archaeopteryx is one of the closest relatives of modern birds. Compsognathus of the theropod class is also an ancient but direct ancestor of the bird class. To date, the subclass of birds are considered direct descendants of dinosaurs. But again, this is only a theory, because intermediate links between dinosaurs and birds have not yet been discovered. as new species of lizards are found and discovered, things will begin to move forward, and the picture of evolution will become clearer to scientists. According to the latest data from molecular biology and paleontology, a variety of modern birds, ostriches, ducks, and chickens, are descended from three groups of birds that emerged at the end of the Cretaceous period. But first, we will tell you about some reptiles that scientists believe are descended from their ancestors, who lived side by side with dinosaurs, and perhaps some of them were. The lizards are the Philippine sail lizard and the Malay sail lizard, species of lizards, and of the agam family. Adult lizards can reach lengths of up to 1 meter. The Cape sail lizard is from the same family, the only member of the genus Chlamydosaurus. If you watched the first part of Jurassic Park, you will have noticed the exact same lizard in the movie. Also, we were not left out of the crow family. The white mountain sheep reaches a weight of 17 kilograms and 2 meters in length, has an intimidating appearance. Komodo varan, males of these giants reach 3 meters in length and weigh about 80 kilograms. Spiny-tailed and the largest specimens reach up to 75 centimeters. Basilisk, two crested species of lizards from the genus Basilisk, a small copy of a lizard from the Jurassic period. Vulture turtle, or alligator turtle, look at it. It's as if it has been transported from the Mesozoic period to our time. And what is worth a reptile with the name Moloch, a lizard from the agam family, a typical representative of the Jurassic fauna. By the way, an interesting fact. Defending themselves, these lizards can shoot blood from their eyes. Small belted tail from the family of the same name resembles a fairy tale dragon than a dinosaur. Flat-tailed Madagascar geckos are consummate experts in camouflage. Well, and iguanas in their variety of species are like lizards of the prehistoric era in miniature. Also geckos, which are bright representatives of reptiles and remind us of creatures from the Cretaceous period, were not left out. Now let's move on to the Avietocel representatives, or rather to their descendants. One of the relatives of modern birds is considered the oldest known dinosaur, Archaeopteryx, 150 million years old. It looks like both a bird and a lizard, and is considered the missing link between birds and dinosaurs. Also in question are such lizards as Microraptor and Longisquama, a pheasant-like creature. All its remains show that it, too, is a link in the transition from lizards to birds. Vagavus, a flying lizard, which scientists have already attributed to the group which includes ducks and geese, also the transition-link dinosaurs. Birds are so-called ancient birds. Mice penguins were also an integral part of the transitional link in the evolution of the animal world, because they have existed for as long as 36 million years. Birds and dinosaurs have so much in common that some scientists call them feathered dinosaurs. Although birds and reptiles, there are still some very important features. Similarities. The legs of birds are covered with scales. Birds lay eggs in hard shells. Thus, the hypothesis of the existence of relatives of dinosaurs our time is confirmed. Sparrows and pigeons. Crows may be the closest relatives of dinosaurs. Crocodiles and turtles are also relatives of lizards. They evolved at about the same time as the dinosaurs. It is quite possible that soon paleontologists and scientists will show sensational discoveries, and you and I can learn a lot of new and amazing things from the world that once inhabited fantastic animals, dinosaurs. If you liked the episode, put your thumbs up, be sure to subscribe to our channel, and leave your comments. And click on the bell to be among the first to see new and interesting episodes from our channel.